been living in a condo uptown, parking my Jag in the underground. Truth be told, all I really own is a ballpoint pen that's signed alone. I've been waking up shaking in a silent scream, flying too high on a platinum dream. This ain't no way to live. Something's gotta give. Bare bones, bare bones. I gotta bring it on down to bare bones. Time to split this scene and get lean and head on home. Bare bones, bare bones. I've been living on that too long. Time to get on track and get back to where I belong. Stripped down to bare bones. Wise men say that less is more, so I made it on back to where I was before. Can't own anything that money can buy, but I look the whole world in the eye. I know who I am and I'll be satisfied when I scale right back and simplify. Gonna trade in all my greed for what I really need. Bare bones, bare bones. Gotta bring it on down to bare bones. Time to split this scene and get lean and head on home. Bare bones, bare bones. I've been living on fat too long. Time to get on track and get back to where I belong. Stripped down to bare bones. Break it on down to bare bones. Time to split this scene and get lean. Head on home, bare bones, bare bones. Been living on fat too long. It's time to get on track and get back to where I belong. Stripped down to bare bones. Well, welcome out to Live and Local down at Rochdale Rocahouse. It is Wednesday night, and I'm JJ Voss, and it's good to be here with you. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're getting a little bit of rainfall today, and it's turning to ice, so if you don't have to be out on the roads, it's a good idea just to get comfortable on your couch, fix yourself a drink and a snack, and I'm going to be with you for the next hour. Here's a song called Home to Houston. When I pulled out of Basra, they all wished me luck. It's like they always did before. With a bulletproof screen on the hood of my truck, I had Bradley on my back door. Well, I wound her up and I shifted down, and I offered this prayer to my Lord. If God get me back home to Houston alive, then I won't drive a truck anymore. Well, it's early in the morning and I'm rolling fast. I'm hauling 9,000 gallons of high test gas. Sergeant on the radio hollering at me. He said, look out for there, they come the RPG. If I ever get home to Houston alive, then I won't drive a truck anymore. Hey. Well, I've driven the big rigs for all my life. My radio handles train. Down steep mountain roads on the darkest of nights, I've had ice water in my veins. You know I come over here 'cause I just didn't care. Now I'm older and wiser by far. Yeah, if I ever get home to Houston alive, then I won't drive a truck anymore. Well, great God Almighty, what was wrong with me? I know the money's good, but it can't you see? You can't take it with you, and there ain't no lie. I don't want to let them get me, I'm too young to die. If I ever get home to Houston alive, then I won't drive a truck anymore. Yeah, there's a song from about, I think 2004, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it was on a Steve Earle's album called The Revolution Starts Now, I believe. I'm trying to switch it up and trying to do some new tunes and some songs you haven't heard before, so this song was probably the signature tune from the soundtrack for a very big movie a couple years ago. And I think it's pretty apt for the times that we're living in right now. Jason Isbell wrote this song. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. It takes a lot to change a man. Hell, it takes a lot to try. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. 'Cause nobody knows what waits for the dead. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the words they've heard and things they've read. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. I'm glad I can't go back to where I came from. I'm glad those days are gone and gone for good. If I could take experience from my past and bring it here, you know I would. You know I would. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. It takes a lot to change your plans, hell, a train to change your mind. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Some people stay, some people head down the road. Some people rock, some people roll. Some people sing, some people just gotta dance. Some people play safe, some people take the chance. It takes all kinds to make this world go around. An open heart won't ever weigh you down. So do the best you can and be a better man. Just listen and try to understand that some people love, that some people so full of hate. Well, some people say nothing, some people have a lot to say. Yep. Straight down the middle. Some people will argue all day and all night about a violin or a fiddle. Takes all kinds to make this world go around. An open heart will never weigh you down. So do the best you can and be a better man. Just listen and try to understand that some people have faith, some people ain't got no hope. Some people pray, some don't. Well, some people stay, some people head down the road. Well, some people rock, some people roll. Oh, you know, some people rock, some people roll. That one is just about getting along better. Thank you. All right. Let's do one from we'll do this one off of my last album that was out in 2012. I wrote this one with the incomparable Mike Plume and Clayton Bellamy. This one started out as a work of fiction, but then I went to Las Vegas and it's no longer a work of fiction. This is called The Night I Hit the Wall. On the night I hit the wall, it sure was winter took the fall. Well, you know every dog has its day. At least that's what the old folks say. There's so much I don't recall. Well, on the night I hit the wall, and she had eyes of ketamine and a kiss of nicotine, and absent makes the heart grow fonder, leaves a troubled mind to ponder. There's so much I don't recall. Well, on the night I hit the wall, one-way ticket, two of us. It's 3 in the morning, strangers waiting for the bus. No hotel, motel with them paper thin walls. They're all doing what we're doing all the way down the hall. One-way ticket, 2 of us. 3 in the morning, strangers waiting for the buzz. No town motel with them paper thin walls. They're all doing what we're doing all the way down the road. On the night I hit the wall. This tattoo here should say it all. I carry a memory on my arm. She my mojo, she my good luck charm. Back to her I'd surely crawl. Like the night I hit the wall. Ought to be a kicking mule in a stall. Like the night I hit the wall. Spooky. Thank you very much. Well, without a further ado, as they say, I'd like to welcome to Live and Local Wednesdays here at Rochdale Rocahouse. All the way from Lumsden, he drove in the freezing rain. Give a big round of applause at home for Mr. Justin Labrasche. How you doing, Justin?
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, that is good. That is good.
Wasn't too slippery coming in?
You know, it was, well, it's winter driving. It's a little fun, you know. You just got to make fun out of it.
You take the gravel roads because there's a little bit of stones for traction. Hey?
Exactly. And then as soon as you get comfortable with the gravel going, you round a corner and all your confidence goes out the window.
It's winter driving in Saskatchewan. Well, it's great to have you on here. Thanks for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me. It's nice to be playing in an actual venue. There's nobody in here, so that's okay. But it's still nice to be in a building instead of in my living room on a Facebook Live. So
yeah, it just gives a little atmosphere. The Rocahouse down here it's a really cool atmosphere to play in, and it's they got artwork on the walls, and the lighting is really neat. It's these old Edison bulbs.
It certainly is. Yeah, I actually, when I released my last album, Friends or Lovers, we did the release event at the Rocahouse here.
I was here.
Yeah, I know you were. You brought the whole fan family.
Right, that's right.
No, it was a great show. So it's I'm very happy to be back for sure.
Yeah, it's great. And, you know, a little bit about yourself. You and I kind of grew up similarly, but in different decades. Justin is only a couple years younger than me, but we both were growing up on farms. And only what's really interesting is, you know, through this pandemic, I wanted to feature people who are kind of doing whatever it takes to keep their wheels turning and to be inventive. And I got to take my hat off to you. You've jumped into farming, you're buying livestock, and come hell or high water, you're going to be a farmer.
Well, you know, it's farming is an addiction that you just can't shake. It's in my blood, and there's no two ways about it. That's going to stay there for some reason.
What's your great-grandfather and your grandfather?
Oh, yeah, my whole family, all the way back to the old country, they were farmers, and there was always some cows around somehow, some way, and so I guess that was just my fate, doomed or not.
Right. Well, good on you for, you know, taking the leap. And you can't do a lot of gigs these days, so you might as well look after a few cows and a few pigs.
Well, exactly. And I keep my fingers nimble by practicing in front of them.
Is that right?
Yeah, I give a little performance for them now and then.
And then speaking of music, you've been really inventive too. With this summer, you were kind of at the forefront of putting on drive-in concerts all over the province, or the south anyhow.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. It wasn't exactly planned to be the first in the province, but it just happened that we kind of came up with the idea, and we ended up doing the very first drive-in concert in Saskatchewan in Latman. And then after that first show, it went so well. And media got behind it so much that it turned into an entire tour. All summer we did 13 shows altogether. We did have 15 booked, but unfortunately, just because of the situation, outbreaks and whatnot, I had to cancel a few and postpone them till next year. But nonetheless, it was an amazing success, and it was kind of cool to be on one of the only, if not the only, drive-in tour going on in Canada right now.
A 13-show tour at the best of times is a pretty big undertaking, but then when you factor in all of the obstacles and the logistics of making it a drive-in show, you know, good on you and good work. And I was at a few of them, and they were really good. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a little bit different, but you know, after the first couple shows, it became old hat and felt like just any other show. We're towing a trailer for a stage there and
Yeah.
FM transmitter and thinking about okay, how far apart are the vehicles, and yeah, it wasn't too hard once you got into the habit.
Yeah, well, good job. Well, why don't we get you to sing a song for us? Why don't we maybe play it for anybody who hasn't, who isn't familiar with Justin's music? What was one of the first songs that kind of broke you open a few years ago now? You're only, what, 21 years old? And
Yes,
I say
sir.
a few years ago already? Like, you started releasing songs when you were 17 or 18, wasn't it?
My very first single came out when I was 14.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
Well, I can certainly play a song that I attribute kind of my success to. Well, success, but anything that's happened definitely can be traced back to this song that we released in the fall of 2017, and it became my very first top 100 single at Canadian Country Radio, and is still getting played to this day. And it's called "We Ran Out."
All right, let's hear it.
We ran out of running houses, some ran down. We were wild horses in a one-horse town, trying to figure out how much trouble we could make. We ran out of summer sun, Sandbar Beach, bought the cheapest beer with a fake ID, threw bottles at the stop signs just to watch them break. We were young bucks running, didn't know what was coming. We were calling out and falling in love. We were young blood and running, didn't know what was coming. We were getting out and falling in love. We ran out of road to race. We ran out of girls to chase. We ran out of gasoline and wild and free at 17. We ran out of summer. We ran out of places we could sneak off to. The lakes that tan and eyes that blue. Say, boy, don't you want to find somewhere to be alone? We ran out of stories we could brag about, so we cranked the radio real loud. Go anywhere as long as I wasn't home. We were young bucks running, didn't know what was coming. We were getting out and falling in love. We were blood, we were brothers. Every style we piloted under was a sign, and I was lighting up. We ran out of road to race. We ran out of girls to chase. We ran out of gasoline and wild and free at 17. We ran out of summer. Ran out of crazy. Ran out of our minds. We ran this little map downtown till we ran out of time. We were young bucks running, didn't know what was coming. We were getting high and falling in love. We were blood, but we were brothers. Every style we piloted under was a sign, and I was lighting up. We ran out of road to race. We ran out of girls to chase. We ran out of gasoline and wild and free at 17. We ran out of summer. We ran out of summer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the background vocals there.
I could not. That's just a sing-along song.
Well, thank you.
And I remembered both of the words.
You know, I'm impressed.
Well, good job. So you're from Lumsden.
Lumsden, Saskatchewan, yes, sir.
Excellent. It's just down the road.
Yeah, just down the road and down into the valley.
Yes, excellent. And like another side venture you had on the go was your welding gates, the panel gates to sell.
Yeah. I've been doing a little shop time lately. We've been having some downtime, so why not weld some stuff?
I should probably get you to make me some. Not for I don't have livestock anymore, but my neighbors would probably appreciate it.
Well, I can make them soundproof too, you know.
Oh, well, what else you got for us? What you been working on lately?
Well, you know, I've been doing a lot of writing through all this,
Yeah.
and I think actually in the beginning when all this hit in the spring, I was writing 3 times a week
Wow.
with my friend Doug Sylvester. And we were just doing over FaceTime, and we got quite a few songs on the go just from that. And you know, when you're doing it that often, we never took ourselves too seriously with each session. But this is actually one that we really like, and is going to be on an album that I'm working on to be released next year, and it's called "Running Away."
All right, let's hear it.
Tired of all the stories you come up with. I'm telling you over and over, I'm done with. It's high time I told you something. I'm not walking away, girl, I'm running. I'm running away. Yesterday, don't blame me, but I ain't coming back. There ain't nothing you can say, we're long dead and gone away. I'm not walking, baby, I'm running away. All this time you're thinking you're top shelf, but I gotta tell you, you're too high on yourself. The simple truth is all your lies are crushing, and I'm not walking away, girl, I'm running. I'm running away. We're done like yesterday. Don't blame me, but I ain't coming back. There ain't nothing you can say, we're long dead and gone away. I'm not walking, baby, I'm running away. Running away. We're done like yesterday. Don't blame me, but I ain't coming back. We're long dead and gone away. I'm not walking, baby, I'm running away. I'm not walking, girl, I'm running.
Yeah, good job.
Well, thank you.
I really like that one.
Thank you very much.
Well, we wanted to push ourselves a little bit and put both of us on the spot and sing a song together. That's kind of what I've been doing this last few weeks
I like
with
it.
my guests. So it makes things interesting, and it definitely gets the adrenaline flowing.
Yeah, you know, I like this no rehearsal thing. It's fun. It gets my hairs tickling.
Excellent. Well, you and I, as we got to know each other, we both realized that we're big time 90s music fans.
100%.
It's kind of like you were born in a different decade. It's like all the music that you think is cool is the stuff that I cut my teeth on when I was learning how to play. So a band that had, you know, just a string of hits. It seems every song they put out was in the top 10. They were called Black Hawk, and actually one of the members was Canadian.
Yeah.
He's from Hamilton. He passed away, I believe.
Yeah, the guitar player.
Yeah, but there was too many songs to choose from because we love them all, but we're going to take a stab at this one. It's in the key of C if you're playing along at home. How's everybody doing at home? Before we go further, let's cheers. I hope you guys are doing well. Here's to you. Come on in. Pull up a chair. You're going to take the first verse on this one then?
Sure, why not?
All right, well, what's the worst that can happen? Let's give this a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The sign says do not touch, you're out of bounds. You're forbidden fruit, don't come around. It says don't make plans, 'cause on your hand is a promise you made to another man. So you come around, my defenses go down. Feelings get stronger, looks get longer. The closer you come, the deeper I get. It ain't happened now, just ain't happened yet. So please, please, please go. I'm not strong enough to say no. Please, please don't stay. I'm not man enough to walk away. Please, please pass by. I can't resist you even though I try. So please go. I'm not strong enough to say no.
Sign says, slow down, slippery eyes. You got dangerous curves, don't think twice. Says not for sale, you're spoken for. Just take your heart and walk out the door. 'Cause when you're around, my defenses go down. Feeling gets stronger, looks get longer. The closer you come, the weaker I get. It ain't happened now, just ain't happened yet. So please, please, please go. I'm not strong enough to say no. Please, please don't stay. I'm not man enough to walk away. Please, please pass by. I can't resist you even though I try. So please go. I'm not strong enough to say no.
Don't say I didn't warn you, don't say you didn't know. Don't wait till it's too late and then try to go. The closer you come, the weaker I get. If it ain't happened now, just ain't happened yet. I'm begging you, baby, please, please, please go. I'm not strong enough to say no. Please, please pass by. I'm not man enough to walk away. Please, please pass by. I can't resist you even though I try. So please go. I'm not strong enough to say no. Strong enough to say no. There we go.
Why we put ourselves on the spot. Thank you. So that was Henry Paul. Can you remember the guys' names? Henry Paul was the singer.
Henry Paul was a singer. No, I can't.
Why do I continue to put myself on the spot like that? I don't know, but they had some great music, and it felt great to sing that song because, you know, when I was playing in cover bands, we learned, you know, maybe 2 or 3 of the standard Black Hawk songs and didn't really dig deeper to their catalog. So it's really nice to be able to sing a song I haven't done before.
Yeah, well, I think they're really deep cut stuff is some of their best. And
Yeah, for sure.
I was lucky enough to open for them a few years ago at Raymore Summer Slam, and
Yeah.
it was the best show I've ever seen. Just
Yeah.
the hit after hit, and then they put their deep cuts in there too, and it was just awesome.
I opened for them back in the Pump years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was it was pretty cool.
That'd be a great show.
Yeah. Well, what else you got for us?
Well, let me see. I got some more new stuff. Maybe
You got a song out right now, don't you?
I do.
Were you planning on doing it, or did I just put you on the spot again?
Well, I was planning. I don't really have an order tonight. I was just leaving it loosey goosey.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
So why don't I do it right now?
I'd love to. This is probably my favorite song that you've released up to this point.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, this one was a bit of a jump for me, just stylistically, and especially releasing to radio, because I've never released a ballad to radio, and you know, the response was actually better than I expected. The biggest thing with this was I really worked the creative juices with Prehistoric Productions on the music video, and I actually phoned Brad, the kind of head guy there. I think it was at midnight. I was in a hotel room on tour, and I'm like, Brad, I got an idea. Oh man, do I have an idea? And he's like, what? I'm pretty sure I woke him up. But we continued with it, and it turned into a really beautiful choreographed dance that we filmed at Danceland in Watrous. And the dance moves are not mine. I have our choreographer, Amy McDade, to thank for that.
I got to ask you, how many takes did it take to get? Because you look slick.
You know, she might be watching this, and I'm okay with that. She's definitely a rehearsal Nazi. So we had 2 5-hour-long rehearsals leading up to the shoot.
Wow.
And so by the end of rehearsal, we had everything ready because she did not want mistakes to happen on the day, which they still did. My feet are not exactly fancy and able. But she made us look good, and Mackenzie, the dancer, also had a hand in choreographing, and so the two of them together were unstoppable.
Well, the video is fantastic. So if you're go find it on YouTube, you look like you're like you're right at home on the dance floor there. So, what's the song?
The song is called Miles Ago.
Let's do it.
Baby, you're still so pretty, and I'm still so lucky to have ever called you mine. You hung in there with me, danced in the rain, had some won't forget days, but tonight it's broken and we know it. We were perfect for a moment. That was so many miles ago, when love ran so deep in our souls. How can two people change like the weather and wind up on 2 different roads? I would never let go, and that was so many miles ago. We chased forever. I swear for a minute I could see it up ahead. For worse or for better, I can make you smile now. You're sitting here crying instead, and that hurts like nothing I've ever felt. Used to know how to fix it for a single tear fell. That was so many miles souls. How can two people change like the weather, wind up on two different roads? Thought we'd never let go. That was so many miles, so many miles, so many miles ago. So many miles ago, baby. Yeah. So many miles ago.
Nice job. Hey, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
You know, a 3/4 time waltz, there's nothing more, those are some of my favorite grooves.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to put us both on the spot again. Do you want to join me in another 3/4 time waltz that,
Sure.
we have this one out on our album. We shot a video for it, or produced a video for it by the same company. You introduced me to the Prehistoric fellas from Saskatoon, and they knocked this one out of the park with a compilation type video with a bunch of pictures that were sent in from different farmers from all over the place. That was, you know, we wanted to pay homage and to pay tribute to the farm family. And so we put this song out, and it got quite a few views. And I think you could probably jump in and join me on it at some point.
Wow, I'll give it a shot. What key are you in there?
We're going to do this one in B flat,
B flat. Holy crap.
or A sharp if you're French. This is a Murray McLaughlin tune that it's as relevant in the year 2020 as it was back in 1972 when it came out. It's called The Farmer's Song. Dusty old farmer out working the field, hanging down over your tractor wheel. The sun beating down turned the red paint to orange, the rusty old patches of steel. There's no farmer songs on the car radio. It's cowboys, truck drivers, and pain. Well, these days when everyone's taking so much, there's somebody putting back in. Straw and old dirty hankies, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, my gift from the city to you. Straw and no dirty hankies, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, my gift from the city to you. The combines gang up to make most of the bread. Things just ain't like they used to be. Oh, your kids are out after the Canadian dream, working in big factories. If I come by, you're out in the sun, I'll wave at you just like a friend. These days when everyone's taking so much, there's somebody putting back in. Straw and no dirty hankies, mopping his face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, my mopping its face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real. My gift from the city to you. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real. My gift from the city to you. Straw hat, no dirty hankies. Yeah, thank you, Justin.
You know,
1972, what were you doing back then?
you know, I really like the version that you and Darlene and Charlie did of that song.
Thank you.
It's a really beautiful version, and I'm. You know, I honestly listened to it when I was harrowing this summer.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. That was meant for that reason.
Exactly.
Well, we got time to do one more. Why don't you do me one more song?
All right. Well, I'm going to do a brand new one that nobody's heard yet.
Perfect.
That
So no one will know if you get the words wrong.
Exactly.
That's the best part about doing a new song.
That's thinking. Yeah, so we wrote this one not too long ago, myself and Doug Sylvester, as part of our kind of writing spree of 2020. And
you guys are writing a whole bunch of songs together.
Yeah, we really have, and that's the fun thing. We just have fun with it, and if something comes of it, great. And if we just have an hour-long BS session, that's just fine too. So yeah, this song is called "Break It."
All right.
I don't like being told what to do. Never been a follower, even back in school. Politicians try to run my life. I find it hard to stay between the lines. I'm all about freedom, doing things my own way, pushing it to the limits, and living for today. 'Cause if a job's too hard to fake it, if a tree ain't shook, shake it, and if the chance ain't took, take it, and if a rule ain't broke, I'm breaking. Sometimes I like to drive a little too fast. Oh, I know it's impossible to outrun my past. And sometimes I fly a little too high. I won't fit any norms till the day I die. Don't do things by the book. I like climbing without a net, a rebel without a cause, living on the edge. 'Cause if a job's too hard to fake it, if a tree ain't shook, shake it, and if a chance ain't took, to break it, and if a rule ain't broke, I break it. Cause if a job's too hard to fake it, if a tree ain't shook, shake it, and if a party will, I partake it, and if a rule ain't broke, I break it. I break it. Yeah, I break it. Well, I break it.
Yeah, you're gonna break it. Well, thanks a lot for joining me this evening, Justin.
Thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
You know, for everybody at home, go over to his Facebook page and like it. It's Justin Labrash Music, is it?
Justin Labrash, singer-songwriter.
Justin Labrash, singer-songwriter. Head on over to his page and like it. Go over to his website. That's labrash.net.
Labrash.net? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, go over and you got a whole bunch of merch items that are you're dying to get rid of by the end of the year.
Yeah, we got lots, and for a limited time, we actually have eggnog and rum cookies that we partnered with. I believe it's a total of 6 local businesses to make happen.
Good job.
So if you go on the merch store there, you can find those cookies. And then also on the show page, we have a Christmas show coming up in Estevan, a Christmas drive-in. I'm gonna freeze my buns off, but that's okay. So there's still tickets available, and we actually just we're almost full for the first show, so we announced a matinee show today. So it's going well. So if you're wanting to take a drive down to Estevan, then grab some tickets.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks a lot for doing this, and go find Justin on the web, and let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, you betcha.
All right. The song is about holding out for that one true love. It's called Playing for Keeps. You don't have to tell me time's ticking away, 'cause the years are showing now. No need to remind me the choices I've made. Change them anyhow, 'cause I see a picture so clear in my mind. She's strong, steady, and true, with a heart on fire and a soul just like mine. I know she's looking too. I'm playing for keeps. I'm holding out for till my heart skips a beat. I'm playing for keeps. I'm looking for you. 'Cause I know you're out there and it's a matter of time. Don't ask me how, I just know. And I've done all right now out here on my own. In the end, who wants to be alone? I'm looking ahead, not looking behind. I'm doing the best I can do. And I'm willing to bet, lay it all on the line. Baby, how about you? I'm playing for keeps. And I'm holding out for number one. Until my heart skips a beat, I'm playing for keeps. Still looking for you. I'm playing for keeps. I'm holding out for number one. Until my heart skips a beat, I'm playing for keeps. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. 'Cause I'm playing for keeps. All right, thank you very much. Well, I too have a Christmas sale going on my website, which is jjvoss.com. And I'm thinking tonight I'm going to throw in a bonus. For anybody that's tipping $25 or more, or for anybody that buys 2 pieces of merchandise tonight during this show, I'm going to send you a bonus copy, a signed copy of my current album called Come Along With Me. So how do you beat that? Everything's on 15% off on the store. We just got some brand new masks in last week. They look like this. And maybe try sing a song like this, or maybe not. But we got masks, we got t-shirts, we got a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't get to tour with this summer and sell. So happy shopping, and it's the safe way to shop now. You don't have to go out to Walmart and risk anything. You can just do it from the comfort of your own home. And now I'm done with the sales pitch, and I think we've got time to do a couple more songs. We're gonna be back here in the new year at the Rochdale Rocahouse, but we're gonna be back with Live and Local on December the 23rd out in Pilot Butte at Bronco's Pub and Grill. So make sure you follow me, mark it on your calendar if you had a good time tonight. Join us again. We'll be announcing next week who my guest is gonna be. This next song here is about beating the odds. Sometimes you're faced with a challenge that you don't have a really good shot at winning, but if you keep your head down and you persevere, a lot more oftentimes than not, you'll win. So never discount the power of the human spirit. And I want to send this one out to my cousin Jeannie and to my sister Claudette tonight. This one's called Just Watch Me. Watch me walk across that river, look the devil in the eye. Watch me catch a bolt of lightning, throw it clear across the sky. Now you might think I'm crazy, but just to watch me. Watch me walk among the lions like I was one of them. Like fear's not an option, this is not the end. I've got my cards out on the table, I'm all in, so just watch me. Let the naysayers neigh, I'm getting stronger every day. I've got my faith, I've got no time to waste to get to where I need to be. Yeah, just to watch me. And now I never thought I'd be here, 'cause this is where I am. I got a million burning questions, 'cause this was not my plan. So go ahead, light a candle, say a prayer. Better watch me. Let the naysayers neigh, I'm getting stronger every day. I've got my faith, I've got no time to waste to get to where I need to be. Yeah, just to watch me. Now I did not pick this battle, and I'm not the only one. This fight is for you and me, and we've got to believe that it's gonna be won. So let the naysayers neigh, I'm stronger every day. I've got my faith, got no time to waste to get to where I need to be. I've got my back to the wall, I've got nowhere to fall. I'm standing up tall, watch me walk across that river, look the devil in the eye. I wrote that one with my buddy Dean Cush and Alex Runyons, and that's to anybody who's fighting a battle. Just go get it. I do this one just because I love the song so much. This is one of the greatest bands ever, and they just happen to be Canadian. And this one's called Bad Timing. Wait a minute. I better put their capo on and do this in the right key. How embarrassing. It's me, what a big surprise, calling you up from the restaurant round the bend. I just got in from way up north, making time now, and I could use a friend. I might be a fool to think that you do wanna see me again. Oh, it's been a while since I talked to you. Nothing wrong, just nothing ever goes as planned. Many times I thought I'd call, didn't have your number in my head. And I know it's true that you never do the same thing to me. And I never meant to make you cry. And though I know I should have called, it just reminds us of the cost of everything we've lost. Bad timing, that's all. And maybe soon there'll come a day when no more tears will fall. We each forgave a little bit, and we both look back on it. It's just bad timing, that's all. Used to have so many plans, something always seemed to turn out wrong. I never could catch up to you, moving on and doing all you done. I know why, the harder I try, the harder it comes. And I never meant to make you cry. And though I know I shouldn't call, it just reminds us of the cost of everything we've lost. The bad timing, that's all. And maybe soon there'll come a day when no more tears will fall. We each forgave a little bit, We had a great time with you this evening here at the Rochdale Rocahouse. I want to thank Pat and Krista and the whole Allingham family for opening their doors and letting us come in here and use their wonderful space. A special thanks to Creative Saskatchewan for helping us produce this show. And we're going to be back on December the 23rd, so set your watches to it and come on back. This is the title track of my current album. You guys have a great week, be safe, and wash your hands. Come along, come along, come along with me. Side by side, hand in hand, the way it's supposed to be. Respect one another, let love take the lead. Come along, come along, come along with me. I refuse to let fear take control. The darkness sometimes finds a way to bleed into your soul. If we're lost in stormy weather, we can ride it out together, and the light that leads us home will be our road. Come along, come along, come along with me. Side by side, hand in hand, the way it's supposed to be. Respect one another, let love take the lead. So come along, come along, come along with me. Hey, come on. Do we really know we don't see eye to eye? When we haven't ever broken bread, we haven't even tried. At one time we were strangers, but now, sir, we are neighbors. And the path we choose is up to you and I. Come along, come along, come along with me. Side by side, hand in hand, the way it's supposed to be. Respect one another, let love take the lead. So come along, won't you come along with me? Hey, come on. Yep. Come along, come along, come along with me. Clap your hands. Side by side, hand in hand, way it's supposed to be at home. Respect one another, let love take the lead. Come along, come along, come along with me. Side by side, hand in hand, the way it's supposed to be. Respect one another, let love take the lead. So come along, come along, come along with me. Let's listen to our conscience, not just our social feed. Come along, come along, come along with me. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again.
Lord, I'm dying. I feel it a little more each day. But I won't move to where the snow won't fall. I need to remember that all things change. Well, I found me a real good woman who loves me, treats me kind. And there's not much more that a poor boy could ask for than to have someone stand by him day and night. But I'm going need you now.